Indiana Jones and the Great Circle just came out, and we're going to discuss whether it's worth your time or not. So, for starters, I'd say the game is very good, in my opinion. I mean, it reminds me of like an Indiana Jones movie, and it's extremely fun to play. But that's just me. Some of you can't afford to waste 2 or 3 hours to tell if a game is going to be fun for you or not. So, let's get straight into that. Based off pure fun factor alone, I mean, you really can't beat it. This game has extremely well-designed levels, in my opinion, mechanics that are enjoyable and smooth after you get used to them, and a thrilling adventure movie type story to keep you intrigued. And if you really like it, you'll be glued to your seat. I mean, the combat is especially fun. You're literally Indiana Jones. You're just punching people, hitting them with your whip, and then going back to exploring. It's honestly great. The combat is pretty good, nothing revolutionary, but it's fun and simple enough to get used to. I mean, you block, dodge, punch, but the punches have like a certain weight to it and make that classic sound from the original movies. You're gonna hear me say this a lot, but this entire game feels just like an Indiana Jones movie. And if that's what you're looking for, yeah, go buy it and download it right now. Don't watch anymore, because that's exactly what you're gonna get. But if that's not enough for you, then I'll get a little more detail. So for starters, the combat. I mean, it's great, like I said, and very simple, so not much to say, but it's fun. At the beginning, it might feel, like a tad bit clunky at first, but you'll get used to it. It doesn't have much depth, but it's also not just extremely easy where you could, like, spam X to win all your fights. You can use different weapons in the environment. You could, like, knock people out with pots, or hell, I was demolishing people with an umbrella. It's really fun, and it might get repetitive to some people around halfway, but I think for most people, if it does get repetitive at all, it'll definitely be towards the end of the game. Now, the stealth is alright. It's nothing special, and honestly, sometimes the AI, it's a little dumb. Like, they'd be 3 feet away from you looking directly at you and still have a question mark over their head. But sometimes when I'm hidden in the freaking shadows, they start using eagle vision like the Ezio, and they just pinpoint you. I'd say it's a little inconsistent there, but I never found it to be annoying when they caught me, because usually by the time they spotted me, I took out at least like 60% of the enemies, and the way they spot you, it kind of feels like it's in Indiana Jones fashion, where you get caught and have to punch your way out of the rest. The whip is very fun. It's not used for just swinging through and climbing. You could bring an enemy close to you. You could whip weapons out of their hands. It's very fun. I'm glad they did it justice. Now, I won't spoil anything regarding the game's story, but I have to say, the game's main enemy, Voss, is hands down just great. Like, he really understood the assignment. I won't give too much away again, but you surely won't be disappointed. The characters all feel real, and once again, exactly like people who you'd see in the Indiana Jones movie. The side character you're with, Janetta Lombardi, is also a great addition too. She's not annoying or overbearing, and she does a great job being Indy's partner in this game. The story itself is very good too, in my opinion, and forgive me for what I'm about to say, but it really all feels like a long Indiana Jones movie, which is my favorite part about this game. Like, I jump in, I have fun, and it reminds me of the Indiana Jones movies. That's half of what I was looking for. As for the locales, I mean, the game looks amazing, honestly. I love the art style, and you visit like Egypt, Vatican, and more places. And at night, especially with the moonlight, the game looks gorgeous, even on a Series S. I'm sure it will look even better on a Series X or PC. All the locations look great. I didn't experience any bugs, surprisingly, and no like glitches or anything. I mean, you feel like a real treasure hunting archaeologist, and I love how Indy isn't just a treasure hunter who fights people with like a tiny bit of knowledge, but he gets lucky. He actually knows his stuff. They have really good puzzles and things like, traps to maneuver and whatnot, but it's also done very well. They also have side quests that remind me a lot of Cyberpunk, with how well thought out they are, that you can confuse it with the main quest. Honestly, they're actually very good, all the side content. Overall, the exploration for the game is great. However, though, I do want to make this clear: if you're looking for an Uncharted or Tomb Raider clone, this is not where you'll find it. The game is nothing like those, and honestly, I'm actually grateful for that. Indiana Jones was never the type of person to climb up mountains and stuff like that, or just murder every single person. Like, he was just an archaeologist, treasure hunting, And I'm pretty sure that's part of the reason why they made the game first person, so it didn't just look like a Uncharted clone or a game that's trying to be Uncharted. I mean, I've even heard a lot of people say if the game was in third person, they wouldn't have, bought it or gave it a chance, because it would look like a clone. So I think the fact that they made it first person is actually really cool, interesting, and it shows that they wanted something different, And they wanted to make this very authentic to the movies. And speaking of authentic, I mean, Troy Baker just kills the role as Indy, I can't lie. They saved probably millions of dollars by not having Harrison Ford do the voice, but Troy Baker really, really did his job. Like, I was honestly impressed and surprised when I first heard the voice. I didn't think he could recreate it so well. Like, he's not trying too hard. It almost feels like he's doing that naturally. That's just his regular voice. It sounds just like Indy. He does a great job. So based off pure fun factor alone, this game is definitely worth it in my opinion, and worth your time. You're gonna have a blast playing it, especially if you're an Indiana Jones fan. If you wanted to play it only if it was like the movies, then you're also in for a ride and will enjoy it as well. If you're looking for a masterpiece, turn your head away and walk the other way and go play Baldur's Gate 3. This game is no masterpiece, and that's okay. Not every game needs to be, especially when they aren't trying to be one. Sometimes a game that's pure fun is exactly what the doctor ordered and is worth the time to just sit down, relax, eat some pizza, and have fun. But overall, I say Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is worth your time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then subscribe for more gaming content. I'm always going to be here and I upload very frequently now. I cover a lot and I want to build a community of other people who just love games like I do and have fun. Other than that, guys, have a great day. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay loving. Peace.